This wall has no place on indigenous lands.
Yeah.
It has no place on O'odham lands. The real border crisis happened when this line was drawn. When this border was established and it divided our people and our lands in half. This crisis, as it is nothing new. The crisis is that we as O'odham are living in a militarized and occupied community. We have to go through checkpoints every time we leave our land. We are questioned about who we are on our own land. And it's harder for us on both sides, for O'odham in Mexico and for O'odham on the U.S. to cross that line, just to be who we are, to go to our sacred landscapes, to visit our family, to visit our cemeteries, to perform our ceremonies. Those things are getting harder for us to do, but it's not stopping us. Today we want to especially give respect to our O'odham in Mexico because they live without running water, without electricity, without needs that that we all have, right? And they deserve the rights and recognition to be able to move freely across the border just to live. And also we recognize the migrant families, the travelers that travel through our lands, that go through unspeakable experiences just to get somewhere where they can be safe, where they can thrive just like we do. For me and Jason, for us that are about our age, we're actually the last generation to know what it's like to move freely. You know, we experienced the militarization of our communities. And what we want is for our children and our future generations to have that sense of freedom that we all know and enjoy. Because if you can imagine your neighborhood, your community, imagine having to go through a checkpoint where there's armed agents and they ask you, are you a U.S. citizen on your own land? That's not right, you know? Or you can be like my uncle, and his response is, the first ones. Right? I remember grandma earlier saying that we have to have humor. You know, we have to have humor. And that completely throws them off, you know? Especially every time that we go through that checkpoint. And so we stand here today to say thank you. We know that there's a lot of solidarity out there. There's people who are willing to come and support us as we say no wall on O'odham land. Wow. You know? Because this fight is not just about a wall, it's not about politics, it's not about immigration, it's about human rights. It's about our humanity. As we go through these different experiences and the way that people see each other as others sometimes, we're reminded of our humanity, especially with water. We're talking about water today. And in the desert, everyone deserves water. Everyone has the right to water. Everyone and everything has the right to water. And so together we hope to, well, not even that we hope, we want to see O'odham people free, and not just us. We want to see freedom for every person to be able to live a life that we all want. A life that is free, that is happy, and for us to be who we are, and for us that's O'odham. For us that's being desert people, being happy, sun-kissed people. And so, love and respect to the Tohono O'odham Nation.